Hello, this is N7 here. I just hit 600,000 Gamerscore here finally, and I thought I would go through all of my achievements here just to kind of go through it all, just explain some things, favorite games, pretty much just go through it. TA ratio of 1.81. I know it's not the best, but I feel like for around over 500k, 1.8 is relatively decent, so I'm kind of proud of that. 232 completions, a 56% completion ratio, and 10 community challenges. These are pretty fun if you are part of this website here. They're just challenges that ask you to do specific things, like get an achievement with every alphabet letter. Trick or Treat was a new one this year. That one was pretty interesting. But yeah, let's just go straight to it. So, starting off, the game that got me to 600,000 here was Spyro the Reignited Trilogy. I just started this one yesterday, and honestly, I didn't play any of the games, the original games, and I'm quite enjoying myself. I am, well, pretty close to about 70% done the first game here, and I'm having a good time. Walking Dead on Windows. I don't know why I decided to play that. I literally just got one achievement yesterday, and then the last one was last year. I'm still not even done episode 1. I do love this game, but I have played the Xbox One version and the Xbox 360 version already, so I'm kind of over it at this point. It's not a game you really want to replay, and it just is, it's a lot. A couple lame ones here, just because I knew I had time to make a video like this. I wanted to hit 600,000 on this weekend, so we have those. I try not to do these. I want to keep my ratio around 1.8, so I avoid these unless I do something, which you'll see later. A really high ratio game I have. Stardew Valley on Windows. I have nearly 100% of the Xbox version, as you'll see later, so I'm replaying it here. I absolutely love this game. It's one of my favorites of all time. Cannot recommend it enough. Headbangers. This is a pretty interesting Game Pass game. It's like rhythm and Fall Guys mixed together, and I honestly quite enjoy it. As you'll see, I am pretty interested in the rhythm side of games here, and this one's it's pretty good. It's not super replayable. Like, they want you to win 50 tournaments, which there's 30 people in a tournament, so winning 50 is kind of a big ask. I've won 2 and I've played about 13 games, and I have played almost every minigame at this point, so it's yeah, it's a lot. Before we continue, I just realized I want to show you what I am most proud of here. Gamerscore in music games. I'm 56th in the world. I am going for 50th. I am getting pretty close. Um, as you'll see in a while, I do play a lot of them here. In my trophy case here is my completions so far of rhythm games, and I'm working on others. A couple achievements here that are my most proud, but we will get to those in not too long. Balloons TD6, I believe this is the Xbox version that just released recently. I'm not... I love the game, but I'm not a fan of this port. It is not updated. It's more than a year out of date, and the controls are not very good, and they just didn't do very much, and they charged way more than the Windows version of the game. Dead Rising 4. I bought Dead Rising 3 as a launch title, and I loved it, and then I bought this game on launch date, and I hated it for some reason. but I got back into it and played through a good amount of the campaign. I still got a ways to go, and I will continue this, but I guess I was just dead rising out. Dead rising out. So yeah, I'm gonna continue that. It is pretty good, honestly, but 3 might be better. I did try playing it not that long ago, and it doesn't hold up as well as this one personally. Payday 3, interesting game. I haven't played too much of it, so I'll leave it at that. Another lame one, but honestly, it's not the worst of these very high gamer score easy games. Personally, I don't think it's that bad, but yeah, I mean, it only took like 20, 30 minutes. Angry Birds Trilogy, I just put in this game just because I was feeling like playing Angry Birds and I didn't get any achievements. I don't know what's here. Forza Motorsport, the new one, is honestly pretty good. I'm more into the Horizon games, as most people are, but this one is honestly pretty good. I wasn't a huge fan of 7, but this took a step in the right direction, I think. Before I forget, an easy Game with Gold game. You had to change your region to get this one to Korea, I think, but it's about 30 minutes to complete, and it's not that bad. Forza Horizon 5, I am missing 2 achievements in this one. One is for Eliminator, winning your first game. I'm not a big fan of the Eliminator. I quite enjoyed it in Horizon 4, but then I cannot play it anymore. 100 levels in Horizon Open, that's just a big grind that I'm not a big fan of playing multiplayer anyways, so I might get that one. DJ Max Respect 5. Man, this game, this is a ratio right here. Um, Almost a 9 ratio for the achievements I have right now. I I played this game when it first got added onto Game Pass because it's a music game and I wanted to get Music Gamerscore, but I was not a fan. I learned relatively recently, in the last couple months, that you can play with a keyboard, and I love the game playing it with a keyboard. I'm a big fan of Guitar Hero and Rock Band, but this one might be a solid third place playing with keyboard. I love it. And as you see, some very high ratio achievements. This one here, Lord of Combo, probably my highest or most proud achievement ever. Get a combo of, well, essentially a million. Um, you you keep your combo in between songs as long as you don't miss a note. Each song has between like 300 and, on the higher end, about 5,000 notes. And yeah, getting a million. There is kind of an exploit where you can restart the song before quitting and you don't lose your combo. And I did that many times, but still, this is a very long achievement. Very relieved that I got it. It took a very long time. I got 2 different attempts on it. I got to about 600,000 and lost it, and then I had to do it again. Yeah, it's. Let me see here. I started playing this game again in September, and it took about a month to get this achievement of playing pretty much nonstop every day. Clearing 30 missions, if you have achievements, I mean, if you have DLC, this is not honestly that bad. It is my highest ratio achievement ever, but yeah, having DLC does make a lot of these achievements a little bit easier. Especially these like clear 50 patterns at difficulty level 10. Difficulty level 10 is pretty hard, and I probably can only get a max combo for about half of the songs, so having DLC to get more of those songs, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, what else can I say about this game? It's great. I love it. I do want to get more achievements. There are 2 DLCs I haven't played yet. Some of these DLC achievements are very, very hard. Yeah, not many people play these DLCs because they are very expensive, but I do really want to get them eventually. Tools up, moving out Overcooked style game where you're renovating a house. I didn't get super into it, but I do like those style of games, so I might go back to it with my fiance. I Am Bread, barely played that. I'm not a fan. Project Cars, same thing. A lot of these games recently I played for specific achievements for the targets on True Achievements, so I just played them for like 5 minutes in the last month. Plague Inc., pretty good. Backyard Sports Rookie Rush. I am not a fan of football or football games. This is probably the most accessible one I could play, and honestly, I had a decent time with it. This game is impossible to get achievements on anymore. Connect Me, it just doesn't work anymore, even though it says not discontinued. It does not work. Airband, a music one, 100% of that one. Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed, I never got into. I opened up this game to get a target, to get just the first sequence done, and I didn't mind it this time, so I might go back to it. Sonic 2, N++, a Super Meat Boy style game. I believe this one came first anyways, the original game. It's not as fun as Super Meat Boy, but it's decent. BioShock, I did play through fully the Xbox 360 version. I am working on this one right now. Battlefield 4, played through the Xbox One version, almost 100%ed it other than the DLC, and working on the campaign of this one. I'm almost done. We Were Here. I love this series. I have played the first 200%ed. The third one I am currently working on. The fourth one I haven't started yet, but I do own. And then this was a little mini one they gave away for free for the month of October. And it's pretty good. Honestly, it took about 5 hours. I played this one with my fiance, who's not a big gamer, and we had a good time. This game here, it's so bad, but it just works out for so many True Achievement challenge and targets. I just have played this October, June, August, December, January. I just played it on so many different occasions, but never all together. Overcooked, All You Can Eat. Not much to say about that. It's just the first 2 games. I haven't 100% of the second game yet. Car Mechanic Simulator. I did get into this one a little bit, somewhat recently, but kind of lost interest now. Solitaire. I'm getting to the 100% there. It is taking a while. So, there was a target where you had to play as many genres as possible, and yeah, let's go there for a second. This one here. I got 87 genres, which was the top score. There's only 89 genres total, and I did get to play almost all of them in the 1 month, and back to where I was, that Michael Phelps game is the only swimming game that exists. Oh, okay, yeah, we're getting to... Okay, only swimming game that exists, and I just happen to own it because I do have a big 360 collection. So I did play that. Kovacs Pitch, one of the easiest 100%s, because there's an exploit, but I'm not a fan of using those, so I'm playing it legit. It's not a great game, but yeah, we're just gonna do that. House Flipper, I did love this game. I really want the DLC, but it is very expensive. Rhythm of the Gods, pretty easy music game. Windows TD6, I am a lot further in this game and still currently working on it. Moving out to... I was so hyped for this game because I loved the first one so much. It was honestly one of my favorite multiplayer games ever. And it's just... I don't know, I'm just not super into it. I am gonna eventually 100% it, though. Guardians of the Galaxy, very upset I had a glitched achievement in this one because I would have the 100%. Chapter 5 of Episode 2, for whatever reason. I've went through that chapter twice, and it didn't unlock, so I'm very upset. Omega Strikers, a free game. I played this for the genre, which was hockey and MOBA, because I'm not a big sports person at all. This is a pretty accessible hockey game because it's barely hockey. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. Smart Moves, another lame game. Song Pop Party. I think I did this for the genre of educational and trivia. It's basically a mobile game, and I quite enjoyed it, but I lost all my progress because I accidentally deleted it, and there's no way I am 100%ing it now. A musical story. This is an interesting music game that not many people have played. And I gave it a 3.5. I'd honestly say it's a 4. It's just the last couple achievements were annoying. Hard to explain it, but I would say I would recommend giving it a try if it goes on sale again, because I think I bought it for like $8, and if you're into music games, I liked it. Starfield, got 2 achievements. Skyrim's the only Bethesda game that I played through fully, and I played through it fully twice. This one I did like. I just have not got back to it since the first time I tried it. Gems of War, another free game with many, many updates, and I got quite into it at first, and I go back to it every once in a while. DPS Idol on both consoles, very easy 100%. They are both free. Arcade Paradise, another Game Pass game that I quite enjoyed. You run an arcade, and there's basically an achievement for every arcade machine, and there's like 30 mini games, and it's really good. Some Trials games here. I'm working on 100%ing them, but it's a very hard series to 100%. Rising is probably the only relatively easy one 100%. I'm only missing one achievement from a DLC. Get a diamond medal on Crash and Sunburn. That one, I spent a good few hours trying to go for it and never got it. Handball. Okay, here's all the genres here. Handball, I bought this specifically for it. It was the cheapest handball game. It's not good. Roller Champions. Skating is a very rare genre. At least this was a free game, but this is one of the only games that have it. Top Hand Rodeo. This is like bull sports. This one I bought specifically from eBay to play. Luckily, there's an achievement where you just move away from the camera. This one, okay, Game Pass, Hot Wheels Unleashed. I kind of liked it. It was kind of not super great, though. Bunny Factory, I'm working on this with one of my buddies. It is a longer completion than you would expect, and it's very tedious. We're 3.5 hours in, and I'm only on like level 50 something. Yeah. You have to get to level 100. Coffee Talk. One of the only visual novel games I played, and I had a pretty good time with it, honestly. Another lame, easy completion. I didn't even complete it. I guess I got too into other stuff. Bowling on Connect Sports. I played a lot of Connect Sports during this genre, and I kind of got into playing bowling, honestly. Surf's Up, one of the only surfing games. Luckily, I had one achievement left, getting the 100 surf idols, so there was a pretty big 3-year difference between these achievements, and I just happened to get this during that genre challenge. A bunch more genres. Okay, ping pong, darts. That's a rare one. That's one of the few I had to buy. Darts for Connect. This is health and fitness, I think. Yeah, that's another game I just happen to own. Volleyball, another rare genre. I bought this, but a very easy completion. Cricket, I am not a not a cricket guy at all, but at least this was on Game Pass, I think. Yes, it was. So I got an achievement on that, or a couple. Skydiving, this is literally the only game that is the skydiving genre, so I had to buy it, and it's okay. Blazing Birds, same thing with badminton. This is the only badminton game. Table tennis. Oh, I went for the achievement in this before buying ping pong, the Connect Sports Gems, and I could not get another achievement in this game. It's very hard. Rugby. Dance Dance Revolution Universe. Why do I have two of these in a row? I used one for dance. Oh, I think it's because I tried for this, but I couldn't get one fast enough, so I just started a new one. Boxing here, hunting, tennis, UFC, paintball. I don't have much to say about most of these because I didn't play most of these much. Paintball, that one I did play a good amount just because once you got one achievement, the next few came pretty fast, so I just got through those. Worms, what was this? Turn-based? I think I had strategy already. Super Time Force, Run and Gun, I believe. Slay the Spire, I want to get into this. I did kind of like it, but achievements came too slow, and I'm not a big fan when that happens most of the time. Dodgeball, mech, I believe. Sailing. Or vehicular combat, yeah. Super Maker Baseball 2. When you see sports games, I really have nothing to say about them. MX versus ATV. Prominence Poker, this one I do quite enjoy. There are some very high ratio achievements on this one from the title update. I just grinded these out. We Were Here Together. This is the third game in the series. Like I said, I'm not 100%ed it yet. We got stuck and we have taken a long break because of that. Gunscape, nothing to say about that. Sorry about the cut there. I'm going to work through these a little bit faster now. So Gears of War 3, I played this one with my buddy quite a while ago. I don't know why it's up this high. I did play the first two with him and started this one. Never finished it, though. Bunch more genres here, so not much to say. Slender, I played the original back when it was a big thing, and this honestly is an okay follow-up. Black Ops 4, I have played pretty much every Call of Duty. This one is one of the bad ones, I would say. Zombies is decent, but it's too much to learn. Pool Effects, one of the higher ratio games I have, mostly because of one achievement, getting to level 100. I did that with a session with one of my friends on this site. Minecraft Dungeons. This one I got quite into. Another pretty high ratio game. Trying to go for the 100%, but I feel like this is about where I'm gonna end off. The rest of the achievements are all quite grindy, and it's just playing through the same levels a lot, and it's not super fun at this point. Jet Car Stunts, Injustice, Infinite Mini Golf. Again, these are just genres I played. There's gonna be a lot here. Zombie Army 4, that one I did play a reasonable amount. This was before Back 4 Blood came out, and I was looking for a Left 4 Dead fix. And honestly, I mean, it's third person, but I really enjoyed this game at first. There's a lot of DLC, and they only give you like 10 Gamerscore each. It's kind of lame. So, yeah, something like this one it's like a 2 hour completion for 10 Gs. It's like 2 hours per DLC, or about an hour and a half roughly. So yeah, I did like the game, but the DLC situation is kind of a annoyance. Lego Harry Potter did 100% the first game, which we'll get to. Borderlands, that is, I am quite a fan of this series. Let me go back for a second. I did have it 100% before Tiny Tina's Wonderlands came out. As you can see, I do have at least one of each game 100%ed. I do have actually a couple more on top of that. Borderlands 2 on 360 and 1. Tales of the Borderlands on 360 and 1. The Japanese version of Borderlands 1 I have started. All that to say, yeah, I do quite enjoy the series. Where are we? And the first game on 360 is honestly not that good when you have played the other ones. The remake, honestly, great. I like it more than the pre-sequel, but the original, there's some quality life improvements that were added on the one version, and it made it way better. Killer Instinct, one of the few fighting games I actually quite enjoy. I did play a good amount of this. There's so many achievements, and they come pretty fast. WRC, that was simulation racing, I think. Yeah. I honestly, I only played that for the genre, and I did get a few achievements. Binding of Isaac, one of my favorite games of all time. I do have the other version, and the other version is almost 100%ed. This was just to get the roguelike genre. Tony Hawk Project 8, Jackbox Party Starter, that was a party genre. Most of these games are easy to 100% if you actually work at it, with a bunch of tabs on your computer, but this one, I don't know, it took me a while just to get the 2 on here. Sneak King, absolutely awful game, but was for the stealth genre. Vampire Survivors, this was a pretty big game, still kind of is. I really loved it at first, but now they have added quite a few title updates, and I'm not as big into it anymore, but I will eventually go back to it and 100% it, just because it's not that hard to get. This game's awful. Riders Republic, one of the games that I have a odd gamer score in, as well as this one right next to it. This one released a title update. We'll go back to Riders Republic, but I want to talk about this. Released a title update with 46 achievements compared to the normal, like, 9, 10, 11. But this one, they were just like, nah, just add so many achievements and make some of them odd gamer score for some reason. So I haven't 100% of the game anyways, but if I would have completed the 10 midi and maxi levels, I'm pretty sure this last title update would have been mostly done, and I wouldn't have been on an odd gamer score, but yeah, that's true. It's just frustrating because I only had it partially done, and now it's odd because I opened the game with the title update. Anyways, Riders Republic, I do quite enjoy this game. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's pretty good. I'm not a big fan that the achievements are odd. That is the main reason I took so long to play it, because I wanted to buy it when it first came out, but I just never did because of that reason. But eventually I got over it. Toem, a Game Pass game that was kind of cool for about an hour and a half, but I never came back to it. I kind of got stuck. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, again, that's the Borderlands game, Borderlands style game that I didn't get into nearly as much. The DLC situation is awful. I do have the season pass because I did get it on a pretty deep sale, but when it wasn't on sale, it was so overpriced. I will eventually get to it. I know I'm saying that about a lot of games. Black Ops 1, one of the earlier Call of Duties I played a lot of. I actually played Veteran on this, well, yeah, 3 years ago now. I did, before that, it was like 2018, 2016, and offline 14, yeah. Um, I did really like the zombies on this game when it first came out. Sorry, I'll go back to it. I did 100% Ascension. This one, Call of the Dead, is very hard. Shangri-La, I know it's not one of the better maps, but this was honestly one of my favorites other than Ascension. Moon, I hated. I hated Moon so much. When the Past was around, this is Game with Gold, I want to say. I think. Yeah, one of the last games with gold. And it says 1 to 2 hour completion. I'm over 2 hours and I'm like half done. It's a point and click game. They are what they are. They're not my thing. That's why I'm not even done it. Few lame games here. Project Starship, Mini Face. I can't speak anymore. Who's Your Daddy? This game is honestly one of the worst games I've ever played. It's it's got its audience for sure, and I thought I would like even find it like funny just for 20 minutes playing with my friends because I got a couple of my friends to buy it when it was on sale. And no, I didn't like it at all. It was bad. I can't believe I even put 4 hours into this. I did 100% it though. I know it's doing the goat simulator kind of thing where it's like trying to be bad just to be funny, but no, this is bad. Goat Simulator worked it a little bit better. Saints Row the Third Remastered. I did almost 100% the original with my friend, and we started working on this one. It's been a while since we played it last. July. Oh man. Power Wash Simulator, one of my favorite Game Pass additions, including the DLC. I'm so happy they did this. SpongeBob is great, and I mean, by the end of it, I was getting kind of bored of the game, but especially this Marmalade job. But I do love this game. It is a great game to just go back to every once in a while, work on a level over the course of an hour, and just zone out. Adverse. This game was very cheap, and I literally bought it because I wanted to get a first-person shooter achievement, I think, for one of the targets, and this just was in my library, and it seemed easy. It's pretty easy to get most of the achievements, but it's a hard game once you get to this point, and honestly, it's pretty good. It's a 2.5 star, but I would say, honestly, I'll give it a 3 right now. It's not bad. Dirt 3, I didn't play much of that. Risk of Rain 2, this is a pretty fun roguelike game. Again, once we get to the Binding of Isaac, I'll get into that a little bit more, but I do love that game, and this game, I played the first one first, and it wasn't as good. The second one, being a first-person shooter, is great. Or is it third person? I honestly can't remember. Oh, it is third person. Never mind. Anyways, it's a shooter. It's pretty good. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. I do really like this game. I started playing it without cheats, and I tried putting on cheats, and I'd played a little bit of the game, but like I said before, I don't like putting on cheats that make achievements easier, so I kind of just stopped, and I'm not good enough to play it without cheats. Get Packed, I literally bought this game because I was so excited for Moving Out 2, and this is just not as good. Call of Duty with its stupid name changes. This is just Modern Warfare 2, which I'm currently working on Veteran, but it's been a solid almost 5 months. Oh my god. I'll get back to it. Awesome P. awful game. Hate it. It's a platformer, and it says it's an easy completion. It's only a 1.2, but it's pretty difficult, honestly. I'm 5 hours in, and it's a 1 to 2 hour completion. I don't see how that's possible. Maybe I'm just bad. Layers of Fear, one of the few horror genre games. Well, I guess it's adventure. Um, that's questionable. I'll say that. I did 100% the original game and started the DLC. The DLC didn't hook me at all, and I don't like how there's so many missable achievements. I don't like going through guides to play games, but I also don't want to play a game more than once. So it's a double-edged sword there. Guitar Hero Metallica, great game. Got me into Metallica. Last 3 achievements on it I need are Stone Cold Crazy as the vocalist. See, you'll see this for a few of the Guitar Hero games. You need to get a score for vocalists, and people just say, "Oh, just open up a YouTube video and just play it to the song." I refuse to do that, even though that would make it easy. Fight Fire with Fire as the bassist. I've tried this one on like 3 or 4 separate occasions, and I'm kind of close. I want to say I'm getting like 320, but it's so hard, and it's a 1%. But it doesn't matter. I'm never going to get the tutorial achievement because I need a Guitar Hero drum set specifically, and I only have Rock Band drum sets, so that completion's never going to happen. We Sing Pop, another music game I bought just to get some music Gamerscore. Same with the Super Beat Sonic. Don't have much to say about those. Actually, this one I do. There is some glitchy achievements. Only less than 1,000 people have played it. Unobtainables. And some of the easy ones, like just play a single mode one time, just did not work for me. Yeah, like sing in expert mode, I definitely did that. Play past the mic, I tried that. Nothing. It's not working. Lego Marvel, I did play quite a few of the Lego games. This one, I'm more of a fan of the shorter style levels of the older games. The newer ones aren't as fun to me when they're that long. You Suck at Parking. This is my second highest ratio game. And I hated it at first. I played like 40 minutes maybe and just completely stopped. And then I went back to it and got super into it and played multiplayer every day for like a month and completed this. And I had a solid time doing it. Now all I have left is the single player, completing all the levels, and then the Inferno DLC, completing all the levels. And I am not super far off, but I doubt I'm going to be able to do it. It's really hard. Didn't play much of that. Ride 2, same. City Skylines, I do quite enjoy this style of game. I did get into this quite a bit back in April. Yeah. There's a lot of DLC in this game. I think I own all of them at this point, except for this newest one, Hotels and Retreats. I don't have that yet. But the second game is coming out soon, and I'm excited for that, especially because it's coming to Game Pass. Scribblenauts, this is a great game. Not much to say about that, though. I might go for the 100%. I do really enjoy this. Coke Serve Delicious 2. This is another underrated game. It is incredibly difficult. How do I explain it? You have to hit certain buttons at certain times and just do it many, many times during a rush, and it's a fun time. I really like it multiplayer, but not many people like playing it with me. Metronomicon, another music game. This one is kind of RPG based, and it's not bad. Kiwi, this is a pretty fun co-op game. I bought it because I just heard it was one of the better co-op games. Only 1,000 people have played it. I think I bought it on sale. I don't know if I would have spent $32 on it, but yeah, it's pretty good. Rock Band. This is the original Rock Band, and it is the worst of the three by far, but we are pretty close to 100%ing it. I say pretty close, but all the remaining achievements are just playing the game co-op, and I am currently working on it, just playing singing and guitar, and it's a slog because you have to replay songs so many times to 100% it. I did do the endless set list not super long ago, and I'm happy about that because I have done it on every game at this point. Risk of Rain, the original one, it's like I said, not as good as the second one. It's pretty much the exact same game, but 2D, and it's kind of interesting because I played this and then played the second. And I'm like, oh my god, it's literally the same game, but 3D. Rock Revolution, not good game, but again, music has to have to go for as much achievements as possible. Skip over that. Space Lines from Far Out. This was a Game Pass game. This is another one of those co-op, overcooked style-ish games, and I wasn't a fan of this at first, but played a decent amount on my own, which is something I can't say about the other games of this style. I'd never play any of those on my own, but this one I had a pretty good time. Halo Wars 2, didn't play much of that. We will get to the original one. Shapes and Beats. I was just looking into this. This was a game I bought specifically because it's music, but suddenly now it's just an action game, and that frustrates me because that was going towards my music gamer score. But I don't know why it changed. It is very music based. It's a game where you dodge enemies attacking to the music, and it's honestly pretty good. Olympic Games 2020. I didn't play a whole lot of this. I just know I bought it on disc pretty soon after it came out just because it was on sale at Walmart, and I just played it, well, this year. Happy Feet 2, another music game, I hope, still. Yeah, okay, it is. Pretty easy completion. It's just kind of a slog to get through and not fun, so I'm gonna go back to that eventually. Another 100% Lego Harry Potter's 1 to 4. I played this one with my fiance for the most part up until the last few collection stuff. I did that on my own. Far Cry 5. We'll get to 4 because that's the main one I played. 5 I didn't get into as much. I'm like halfway through the story, I want to say. DJ Hero 2, another game that has an odd gamer score. And I know I'm kind of close to fixing that. It has to do with this rare achievement where you have to like beat a set of 3 songs on expert, I think. And I think I can beat the first 2 songs, and the third one I'm not super far off. It's been a while since I played the game, so I'm probably further off now. But I got quite into these games when I actually tried it. It's a lot more fun than I was expecting. This game, I honestly don't know how to say his name. Avicii Invector. Another music game I played just because it's music. It's all right. There was an achievement for getting 75% perfects on any song. That was kind of a frustrating one to get. It's one of those games where you're not just judged on if you hit the note, it's judged on how you hit the note, how close you are to hitting it perfectly. DJ Max does the same thing, but I find that one a lot more forgiving because I can get 100%. Well, not easily, but I got a few 100%s. There's no way I'd ever get 100% on this one. Zoo Tycoon, didn't play much. Fall Guys, so many people have played this game, so I don't have much to say. I didn't play a ton of it. I do have... where is it? What am I missing? We'll get there. Win 5 episodes in a row. Sorry, I missed that. I do have that one. I think that's... Is that still the rarest achievement? First place in racing 20 times and purchase 50 items. Okay, yeah, I do have that. I did it on one of the game modes that are a lot easier to win, obviously. I think I won a single game otherwise. Karaoke Revolution, some more music Gamerscore. Same with Beat Souls, that's an easy 100% music game. Little Mouse's Encyclopedia. I acquire a lot of games just on the Microsoft Store, on the Xbox Store, and I don't do it as often, but pretty much any game that used to be under $3 I would buy, and I probably bought this a couple years ago. I saw it was an easy completion. I did do it. Honestly, it's kind of cool for what it is, but it was hard to find some of the things they were looking for because I didn't use a guide or anything. Because you don't really need it, really. It's just moving around a screen, clicking on everything. Guitar Hero 3, one of the higher ratio games I have, and the first Guitar Hero game I played, and it is great. I am close to 100%ing it. All I have left is co-op, 5-star expert. I am down to 2 songs, just Number of the Beast and Raining Blood. Actually, I might just have Raining Blood now. I don't have anyone that is able to do that, though. Score 750,000 on a song. I started this game in 2015 after all the DLC was taken off of the store. And guess what? This achievement is nearly impossible without DLC. On Clone Hero, which I used to play quite a bit, Through the Fire and Flames, I'd practiced that quite a bit, and I did get 794,000 one time. And it doesn't translate to Guitar Hero 3 as well, so my highest score I got on that is like 690,000, and I don't think I'm ever going to get that, unfortunately. Then there's this one, which is just a huge grind, which I'm probably not going to do either. World at War, currently working on Veteran. I say currently, but it's been a year since I played it. I am down to the last few missions. Haven't played multiplayer. I have some DLC achievements, not all of them, because World at War Zombies is quite janky compared to the rest. Yoku's Island Express, I really like the idea of this game and liked what I played of it, but once you get lost once, it's just a slog to find your way back, and it's a long travel process to get anywhere. It's a pinball Metroidvania kind of game. I want to say that's the exact genres: platformer, pinball, Metroidvania. Yeah, it's a really cool concept, but it's not really my thing. Thumper, another music game, and it is very hard, and I'm not a big fan of it. I can't even beat level 2. I want to say I only tried a couple times, but it's not easy. Trivial Pursuit Live, I do like playing these with my friends. Tony and Clyde, they did release another title update, and I don't want to do it, honestly, but I probably will. Human Fall Flat, I used to keep up with this game with 2 of my friends, play it every time, because it's not a fun game to play solo at all. It's so frustrating playing it solo, but it's a fun time playing it co-op. But where are we for DLC? Okay, haven't done Lumber, haven't done Red Rock, haven't done Tower, haven't done... Oh, I have done Miniature. Haven't done Copper World. Yeah, there's quite a few DLC worlds to do. Guitar Hero 2, missing 3 achievements on that. Oh, God. Okay, some cooperative achievements and beating Jordan on Expert. I feel like this should be a higher ratio achievement, but I know there is an exploit that I don't think is even possible for me anymore unless I reset my data, but this is so hard. A mixture of being one of the hardest songs that they have released on a mainline Guitar Hero game and then being on the janky version of Guitar Hero 2. There's no way I'm doing that. I've tried so many times. DJ Hero 1, only missing 2 achievements on this. 5 stars on Expert and 5 stars on Hard. Yeah, that's... I might try for this, honestly. Expert isn't going to happen, though. Modern Warfare. Have some veteran missions to do. I did do. Did I do it? This is 360. Oh, all these are offline. Mile High Club, there it is. Yeah, okay. I did do this 10 years ago. Uh, but I didn't do most of the campaign on Veteran. There is the Xbox One version, which we'll get to, which I did the opposite. I did the full campaign on Veteran, but haven't done uh, Mile High Club yet. Japanese version of Borderlands, I was working on it for the 100% series, but I probably am not going to continue that. The new pinball effects. More Karaoke Revolution. Oh, here's a bunch of rhythm games. Oh my god. Okay. Green Day Rock Band. Missing 2 achievements. Hit all the drum kick notes on Braid Stew and Jaded. That is honestly doable. I would say I'm a pretty solid drummer. I can pass most expert songs, but that's pretty hard. This is I've tried this. You have to do a bunch of drum solos 100%, and that's crazy. Smash hits, missing 6 achievements. Play the hard part of Raining Blood on expert 100%. I've tried it a couple times. On Guitar Hero 3, I want to say I could do it, but they made it harder on this version. Some more 5-star drummer expert plus. There's no way. Discontinued tutorial, same thing as Guitar Hero Metallica, and need a Guitar Hero drum set. And another vocalist achievement, which I'm not going to cheat for, but Rock Band singing I find a lot easier than Guitar Hero. It's a lot more lenient. Beatles Rock Band, I just have the harmony achievements left. I'm missing 1 song for Double Fab, and then like all of them for this. I had someone who would help me with this, but not 2 people. This is a pretty fun achievement. 100% Helter Skelter on Expert. That one took a solid couple hours, I'd say. Rock Band Country. This one is a pretty rude achievement to include. 100% 4-player a song. This one I 100%ed. Metal Track Pack 100%ed. Lego Rock Band 100%ed. This one I want to bring up. The first achievement I got, well, I got these all at the same time, but first achievement I got was the hardest one in the game. I just went for it first for some reason, and yeah, I want to say it took me about an hour, but it wasn't too hard. Classic Rock Track Pack. Gold Star, basically 100% expert. That is also a crazy achievement to add when you only have local multiplayer. Stanley Parable. Great game. I do have all the achievements except for the obvious don't play for 10 years. Obviously, people cheat. I don't want to cheat. I want to get this one legit. So it's... How long has it been? February. It's been 9 months. Shiro, very well. Actually, I was gonna say very bad, but honestly, this one I just found kind of hard. When I thought it was gonna be an easy 100%, but it was honestly decently controlling, so I'll give it that. Oh, some more stupid games. Hi-Fi Rush. I tried playing this, and I started it because I thought it would be a music genre, but it never turned out to be, so I probably... Well, I don't know. I didn't get super into it. Stardew Valley on Xbox. Missing 3 achievements. The Journey to the Prairie Kings achievements. Yep, those. I don't know if I'll ever get them. It's just not a fun game to play. And cook every recipe. I want to say I did this twice and the achievement didn't unlock, so that's very frustrating. On the PC version, I did get it, so there's that. Cave Digger, this is a interesting, very cheap game, or it was when it was on sale. And it's, yeah, you go into a mine, you dig up some stuff, and there's a bunch of endings to the game, you unlock a bunch of things. Honestly, it's kind of cool. Circuits is a game where you have to listen to something and recreate it. It's cool, and there's an achievement for going through the game without like using basically what's a hint function, I think. Build 10 levels without using hints. Build all levels without using, yeah, no, that one is kind of a rough one because I'm going for it, but it kind of makes the game very difficult. 10-second Ninja, didn't play much of that. This one, this game has a pretty high rating, I want to say. Yeah, it's a 3.8, and people really like it, but I don't see the appeal to this game at all, especially without the drum controller, because I don't think that exists in North America. But yeah, no, it's kind of just a very boring game. On the other hand, another music game that I honestly, it's a great game. It was a game with gold, I want to say, and I just started playing it. I want to say this year, January. Yeah, I spent 2 full days or 4 full days going for the 100% on this, and it is a fantastic game. It's an on-rails music game, and it's hard to explain, but there's bosses, and it's honestly really cool. I'm not a fan of the genre they use. It's like dubstep and electronic music, but I really liked it. Jackbox 9. I want to say this one has the stupidest achievement. Nope, it's Jackbox 8 that has the stupidest achievement. Team Sonic Racing, didn't play much of that. Halo Infinite, again, I'm going to say currently, but it's been a while. Playing this on Legendary with my roommates. It's been a long time since we played that. Have the 100% on Castle Crashers Remastered, and went for the 100% on the 360 version, but realized it's a lot harder. And the 2 stupid games here take way longer to boost, so I didn't do it. Cooking Simulator. Why do I have 1,285? Oh, because the main game has 1,300 for some reason. So this is a game that pretty much everyone played and exploited and got the DLC achievements for free, basically. But I'm not going to do that, because that ain't me. Though, I did get into this game, but the PC version runs like absolute ass. Here's the Xbox version. It also runs pretty bad, I guess, but I think I have the same achievement. Yeah. Vanguard. It is not as bad as people say, but a couple of achievements here. Well, these last 2, both plane related, I cannot get. This one here is ridiculous. I probably tried for at least an hour just going for that. What is the other one? This one I did luckily get, but it probably took me about an hour and a half of being very careful. I'm bad at this game. Alright, Fuser. I was really interested in the concept of this game and really liked it at first. The solo campaign is not very fun. I played this game with a couple of my buddies and my friends, well, at my house, and we were just kind of just screwing around, seeing what would sound good, and that was a fun time, just passing the controller around, seeing what we could make and make it sound good. But when you're being judged on it in solo, it's not the same, and it's not. It feels kind of unfair sometimes, but yeah. I do have all the discontinued achievements for online, at least at this point, I think. Yeah, so it's just playing through the campaign, which I probably won't do, but we'll see. Galaga. Why is this all the way up here? I guess we're in 2022. I might go for that. That's literally the only achievement I have left. Worms Battlegrounds, that it's Worms. They're all basically the same game. Escapist 2, didn't play a whole lot of that. Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway, the only reason I have this on here is because of this one. I saw there was a thing where you have to play on September 17th. And then I played it a little bit more than that, but I'm not a fan of the game. Seen it. I do like these games. Halo Wars. Again, we'll get to the main one, the Xbox One version that I did play all of. Halo Combat Evolved. We'll get to Master Chief Collection and talk about that. Glass Masquerade 2. I played the first one, 100%ed it, and the second one is harder. And you have to play on hard mode, and it's not as fun, but it's another game where I just occasionally play just to zone out, because you don't have to do much. It's just a puzzle. Each puzzle takes a really long time if you're not, like, cheating 100%. Dicey Dungeons, another roguelike that I quite enjoy. It's very hard too, though. Mortal Kombat X, honestly, I have nothing to say about this game, even though I have more than half the achievements on it. I can't even remember most of it. I'm more of a Killer Instinct person. PC Building Simulator, yeah. Price is Right. Halo Wars Definitive Edition. I only have 535 Gamerscore, but I did play through it all. I thought I had more Gamerscore than that. I guess we only played it on normal. I think we collected most of the skulls. Either way. Not a fan of Sonic. All-Stars Racing, pretty good game. Rocksmith, some more music genre games where you play an actual guitar. The Xbox One version, I'm pretty close to 100%ing. There's a couple... Yeah. Hit all guitar techniques at least once. I don't have that good because I mostly play bass. And that makes some of these games a little bit easier. I'm pretty close to getting the Scale Racer one. Gone Whaling, I don't even know how that's possible and how that's the easiest of the three left. Yeah. A couple more crappy games. You Don't Know Jack. This one has an achievement where you have to play by yourself on a Saturday or something. It's kind of funny, which I do have. Finish 5 single-player games on Friday or Saturday nights, yeah. Jackbox 8. Let's talk about this crappy achievement here. Play against an audience of 1,000 or more. How was that allowed? Like, this one's completely luck-based, and I don't think I'll get it because it's not that fun of a game to play anyways. But how is this a thing? I can't fathom that they let that happen. Jackbox 7, 100% of that one. These games here in between Jackbox 7, I want to say both are very awful, but I have almost no recollection of it. I want to say this one was even worse. I just remember that one being very bad. Or maybe it was this one. I think it was this one that's bad. Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, one of my favorite games of all time. 100%ed it up until the last DLC, Repentance, but I'm so close to getting it. I do have Mega Mush. I if you have played this game, you'll understand when I say I only have Tainted Jacob left to do and one challenge that involves Tainted Jacob to do, and I only have like 2 marks left with him, and then I have Death Certificate, and then I have like 2 items to pick up for Dead God, and that's I'm so close, but Tainted Jacob is so annoying, and I cannot stand playing him. Couple more Jackbox games 100%ed, and another one. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Yep, this is a very glitchy game when it comes to achievements. As you see, I got Defend Burger Town late because it didn't unlock originally. Yeah, these last 4 were all glitchy. Well, not this one. That one worked out for me, luckily, the first try. Beat BX Time and SSDD. That one I had to do fully twice because the first time it didn't count for some reason. Collect all the intel items. It seems like that's glitchy for absolutely everyone. At least that one's easy enough. You just play through, get all the intels, and then you just have to start the game again and get the first like 2 intels, and then that counts. But I'm glad I did 100% this game, but I was very frustrated most of the way through. Overcooked 2, we have 100%ed the main game, 100%ed the surf and turf, and then it goes off the rails. I love the first game, and I honestly really like the second game too. It's just very hard. It's harder than the first game by a long shot. Advanced Warfare on 360. I only am missing these 2 achievements here. Don't have any of the DLC on the 360 version. Bulletstorm. I played the original on 360, and I just started this one because I remembered it fondly, and honestly, it's not that good. We Were Here Too. This is the second game in the series. Again, great series. Love it. It is only online co-op, and you're not supposed to see the other player's screen, and that's a really cool idea. Next up is Picto Quest. I really like Picross, and that's what this is. It's Picross with an RPG element. The RPG element almost means nothing, honestly. If you're decent at Picross, you just play it as Picross. But yeah, it's good. Evolve. Yeah. Disney Dreamlight Valley. I got super into this game when it first came out. Played about 37 hours. And yeah, I lost all interest in it afterwards. I don't know why. I got super into it and just it's gone now, but yeah. Dark Pictures Anthology, Medan. Honestly, I liked what I played of it, but the game just it glitched after how long did hour 43. At about an hour, I want to say just an hour, it glitched and the game just stopped going. It got to a loading screen and never got past it, and it was impossible to get past it. I tried restarting a couple times and it doesn't work. Mushroom Savior. Have a couple achievements left. Reactor X. We Were Here, the first game in the series. Again, great. Tricky towers. Interesting game like Tetris, and you just have to make a tower, and it's pretty fun. Snaky Bus. Relatively easy 100%. I want to say it only took me less than an hour. Yeah, 55 minutes. Grip. This game has bad reviews, but honestly, I quite enjoyed it. It's really it's like a vehicular combat. Think Mario Kart, but more serious and more realistic. Even though it says arcade racing, honestly, it's really good. Modern Warfare Remastered, like I said, I'm just missing the Mile High Club achievement on that one. Among Us did not get into it as much as everyone else did. Lonely Mountains Downhill, one of the other highest rated ratio games I have, and it's not that hard. It's there is a lot of grinding. And yeah, there are some challenges that are difficult, I will say that. Starlink didn't play much of that. I do have the physical version on every console just because it was super cheap. Crash 4. What can I say about this? I played the original Crash 4, Wrath of Cortex, when I was a child, and I enjoyed it enough. For some reason, I didn't know how to save the game. I did have a memory card, but I just played the first, like, 5, 6, maybe 8 levels quite a few times. It was like my go-to GameCube game after Smash Bros. Melee. And then this was the next one I played. Actually, that's a lie. I did play the remastered games, the Insane Trilogy. I played through all 3 of those before playing this. But it's honestly a good series. As someone who doesn't have that much nostalgia, at least for the first 3 games, I enjoyed everything I played of these games. I have not completed this game yet. I'm pretty close, I want to say, but then there's the really hard achievements on top of that. Saw 2 only on here because you have to play. Nope. Oh yeah, played on Christmas. I try and get all those play on a certain day achievements as soon as I know about them. Bully, I know it's a great game. I played a decent amount on the Wii at my friend's house when I was a kid, but I do eventually want to play that one again. Cars 2, 2 Point Hospital. This one I didn't like at first, but then I got relatively into it. I guess 10 hours. Yeah, that is honestly a lot for me. Orange Box, Melody of Memory. This is... I don't know why this ratio is so low. It's a 40-hour completion, and it is a slog. Like I said, I like my music games, but this one is very... How is it a 4.2? It's so boring. Forza 7, like I said, I've played every Forza game since 3, and this is the first one that I was not a fan of. They just added the loot boxes, and I thought that was weird. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same game. I just didn't play much of it. Need for Speed. This is the first Need for Speed game I played. I don't know why I even decided to play. I played it for 4 minutes. That's obviously not true. I want to say probably like 30 hours total. Maybe 20. Multiverses. This game doesn't exist anymore. Ignore that one. Cook Serve Delicious 3. It's just more of the same game, but I want to say 2 is honestly a little bit better somehow, even though it's basically the same game. Family Feud. Superliminal. Let's talk about that one. That is one of my favorite, probably top 10 games. It's if you played Portal, it's kind of a similar-ish style to that. It works on like screwing with your mind, kind of, and I loved every minute I played of this. There's a speedrun achievement, and I liked that one. It took me a couple attempts. As you see, I did it in under an hour, then under 35 minutes. And then there's the challenges in challenge mode. I did look up a guide for that one. I did try to do it myself, but it was very hard. But if you look up a guide, it's very easy. And then finish the game again with commentary enabled. There's some collectibles, and yeah, no, I honestly, if they added more achievements, I'd definitely play some more of it. Dead Cells, great game. They added basically an easy mode to it, which I took advantage of, and got quite a few more achievements in it than I should, because I feel like I was at like 200, maybe 300 before they added that. Legend of Bumbo, another game by the Binding of Isaac person, Ed McMillan, and it's broken. There's so many unobtainables, and it's frustrating. It's not that great of a game either. Not that I would have got these because I haven't played that much, but it's just frustrating that the game's been out for this long and still has all of those unobtainables. Gem Smasher is easy, 100%. This one here has one achievement for driving 1,000 miles. It's the only achievement I have left, and I feel like I'm only 20% of the way. Lawn Mowing Simulator, that one is... I enjoy it more than I expected. It's not on Game Pass anymore, but I did buy the game, so I will get back to that. Disneyland Adventures. We are missing one achievement for getting all the platinum pins on all the attractions. This game I got super into for some reason. Let's see how long it took. Okay. June 2nd to June 13th, so 11 days. I don't know what about it. It got me. I just really like the atmosphere. I liked running around collecting everything. When I play games, the collectibles, if there's so many of them, if they're like on the map and easily found, then I love those type of games, and I just collect everything. That's what this is. But then there's the mini games, and some of them suck so bad, and there's no way I'm going back to do that. Music Racer, absolutely one of the worst games of all time. Why is it even close to a 3? It's so bad. Like, all you do, like, 6 to 8 hours. No. It took me 25 hours, and most of that was idling, I'll be honest. Like, you just have to just push A every once in a while just to restart the song. And you just have to grind to get all these cars, which mean absolutely nothing. Besiege, didn't play much. A bunch of lame games here. The one-shot adventure here, that's just the standalone Borderlands 2 DLC, which was alright, but then you had to play as different characters, which was kind of annoying. Because you do have to get a certain amount of levels. Actually, yeah. Some of these were easy. Yeah. I didn't even play this game. This is one of the few achievements that I didn't get myself. My roommate played this, and I'm kind of annoyed with him. Titanfall 2. I started the campaign. I didn't play much of it yet, though. GTA 5. I did complete the campaign on 360. I played a lot more multiplayer on the 1. I am not super far in the campaign on this one. Forza 6. There are some very long races, which I am working on. It's been a long time. I completed the Porsche expansion. I think I completed the NASCAR one too. Nope, no I didn't. Close. Smite, a game that constantly gets updates and for some reason ended on a weird Gamerscore amount. I don't know why they would do that. It doesn't matter. It's not really my thing. I kind of liked it for a while. I was decently good at the game, getting like 20 kills a match, but now every time I've tried to go back to it, I'm just not good anymore. A bunch of lame games again. Firewatch, I did buy this game now that's not on Game Pass, so I will go back to it. I'll get to a game here right away that made me want to try this. Rubber Bandits, kind of easy 100%. Unpacking, honestly, I feel like this game's overrated. No, it's not even a 4. I just heard a lot of good things about this game, and I just thought it was kind of boring to play through. Fallout, never got into the series. Back for Blood, kind of a letdown. That's all I have to say. I didn't play much of it. Warriors of Rock, my favorite Guitar Hero game other than 3. They did a lot of great things with that game. They added the multiple stars for multiple instruments. That was really cool. They added hard songs again. That was really cool. I did 100% it. Brunch Club, that's an interesting game. Master Chief Collection, okay. I'm not even going to go into it because there's too many achievements, but I did play through all the campaigns on Legendary with friends, so I didn't get the solo ones. I have some of the playlist. I did some multiplayer, not very much. There's still so much to do in this game, and I want to continue it. Just none of my friends want to play anymore. Like I said, Assassin's Creed, I'm not a big fan of. Can't be bothered to play it. Skyrim on Windows, I started it, and it stopped working, so I can't even play the game anymore. That's the thing with Windows. Just games stop working after a while for some reason. For me. Walking Dead on the 360. You know, I thought I completed this. I guess I didn't. Okay, I beat it on the 1, and then I watched my fiance beat it on the 1. So I've seen it fully twice for sure. And some of the first... Okay, yeah. We'll continue. Defense Grid. This is the first game. I played the second game a decent amount. It's another tower defense game. Skyrim on the 360, 100%. Why is that above Skyrim on the 1? I don't know. Left 4 Dead. King Kong, one of the original easy completions. I can't be bothered. I started it in 2015, I think. Yep. And I can't. Mahjong, 100% of that. This is one of those Microsoft games where you have to play for a solid year to get badges, and I did do that. Halo 3 on 360, did that on Legendary, did almost no multiplayer though. Descenders, great game, very hard to get the last few achievements. They did do a title update where they... Yeah, these ratios are a lot higher than they should be. Honestly, if someone just started the game, these aren't too bad. The other ones, on the other hand, they're quite harder. 360 Minecraft, one of the higher ratio games I have too. It's just because people stop playing that game. It shouldn't be that high. Halo Reach, one of the few online games I played a ton of, but I never did make it to the final rank I needed to get this. And then, yeah, I just have to beat the campaign missions on Legendary alone, and then this one... I never even tried that, but really, that's probably not too bad. I didn't do any of the DLC, though. Assassin's Creed 2, I'm honestly surprised they even have 200, because I don't remember this game at all. Gears of War 2, played that with my friend. Stretch Arcade, I have no recollection of that. Jackbox 3 is the best one, in my opinion. Faking It's great. Espionage, I personally think is great. Trivia Murder Party, which they introduced here, is great. Quiplash is great. Monkey Ball Banana Mania, one of my most hyped games ever, and it lived up to the hype. Honestly, I loved this game so much. 40 to 50 hour completion, I'm 36 hours. I'm close. I just have completing all the missions, and I'm 87%. I don't think it's going to happen. Some of the mini games like soccer are so boring to play, and some of them, like getting a turkey in bowling, is impossible, and Then there's a couple just of the main game that I don't think I'd ever get. Borderlands 3, that is a game. I was super hyped for this, and up until the DLC, it was pretty good. The DLC was kind of a letdown, and some of it was quite glitchy. The very last DLC, I couldn't even play multiplayer because my friend. This was like when the Series X first came out. If you were playing with someone not on the Series X, the game kind of glitched and they couldn't continue past a certain area, but you could. And it was just a weird glitch. And I think it was for me, actually. Like, I had to play on the Xbox One because on the Series X it was glitched and couldn't continue. It was weird, so I did play the last DLC alone, whereas I played the rest of every Borderlands with someone else. Rocksmith 1. More Rocksmith, I guess. Just Cause 2, one of my first games I got really into, and I loved it. It was open world, like I said, collectibles everywhere that are pretty easy to spot, and I just love that kind of thing in games. Pre-sequel on the 1, most of these achievements are just because the character transferred over. Banana Blitz HD, awful game. Sudoku, another game where I played for the year, playing daily challenges. Rock Band 3, this is another Rock Band game, and it is one of the best. They added the keyboard, and it was a cool inclusion for the time, and yeah, I have almost all the achievements. Missing 3 for Pro Keys, Pro Drum Lessons, and Triple Awesomes. Never getting any of those. This one I thought I'd be able to do, the Drum Trainer. I did get a set of cymbals for the 360 specifically to try to get this, and it's harder than I thought. Another game with weird Gamerscore, but as it stands, it's evened out right now, so I'm probably never going to play this. Borderlands 1 on the Xbox One. Way better than the original. Where am I going? The last achievement I got is the only one I kinda... Oh, no, these freaking challenges on the Coliseum are so bad. Killed Cromarax, the Invincible. That's the only one I kind of cheated on. I found someone who would help me that just killed it instantly because it's... yeah. Black Ops Cold War, one of the most forgettable Call of Duties for me. Call of Duty 2, you just have to beat it on Veteran, but it's one of the hardest ones, honestly. Like, people say World at War is hard, but I'd say this one is harder. Black Ops 3, the worst campaign. That's all I have to say about that. Black Ops 2, this one's frustrating because I got in a multiplayer game and they just unlocked achievements for me. From... oh god, so many. From Old Fashioned up, all got unlocked. So none of those are legit. Dead Rising 2, I'm not a fan of the games before 3. They are too hard. Saints Row the Third, like I said, almost 100% in it. Didn't play the DLC, though. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, I should go back to that one. I'm pretty close to 100%ing it. Just have a few levels left to do. Marvel Superheroes, I have both versions 100%ed. I'd say this is one of the best Lego games, but it does have longer-ish levels. Lego Dimensions, I really like this. I do have a complete collection of every single set released for it. And it was a really cool idea besides when it was expensive to buy everything. I got most of them on clearance. Space Jam, relatively easy 100%. Avatar, the original, easy 100%. Call of Duty Ghosts, I didn't beat this one on Veteran. It's one of the few that I didn't. And I probably won't ever, because it's only a single achievement for 40 Gs that you get for that. Katamari Damacy Reroll. I had a pretty good time with this, but the last couple achievements are ridiculously grindy. Alan Wake, I never really got into it, but I kind of want to try it again. Okay, we are going... I don't know why there's so many 360 games. I don't remember playing most of these before these Xbox One games. So many of these stupid ones. Lego Movie 2, probably the worst Lego game so far. Lego Movie on Xbox One. I think I have the 100% on both versions of that as well. Forza 5, launch title for the Xbox One, and a pretty good one. Overwatch, I played the game once since it's updated, and it's something. I'm not big on this game anymore. I used to be, but not anymore. Rare Replay, yeah, I honestly did not play very much of this game to get that much Gamerscore. I feel like that's a lie. There's no way I played 22 hours of that. Tell Me Why, interesting story-based game. I did play the first episode, and I did like what I played of it. I just don't like... I thought there was achievements where you had to get certain endings, and I don't like when games do that. Especially story-based games like that, because redoing a game like that is just not fun at all. Modern Warfare have all the achievements except for the special ops, because I did a couple of them, but the rest of them are very, very difficult. World War II, one of my favorite Call of Duty campaigns. I also did play a reasonable amount of multiplayer, because I feel like there was an achievement for that. Yeah, Prestige 1, I did get that. And I didn't play it on Veteran because I knew this was one of the kind of harder ones. And then it's just zombie achievements and all the DLC for the zombie achievements. Destiny 2, barely played any of that. Trackmania Turbo, that's a crazy ratio game. I liked what I played of it, but it's been a while. Wreckfest, another pretty good game. Really like that they added that to Game Pass. Story mode season 2 on Windows. I don't even know why I started this one, because I don't have the DLC. I only have the 200. Boom Boom Rocket, another music game. And plus, Moving Out, like I said before, great game, really fun. They added basically an easy... Well, they have an easy mode to the game, and I played through it with my fiance once on normal, and then played through and completed it on easy mode after that. Plants vs. Zombies, Battle for Neighborville. I only have the one achievement left on that, which I'm sure if you played the game, you know it's that one. The only golf game that I have kind of enjoyed. I don't know why. They added courses from like Battlefield on it, and that's really cool. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, by the way. I didn't get into it for some reason. I loved the first game. The third game I had a decent time with, but that one I didn't. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. It was on Game Pass. They took it off, but I did buy the game, so I will go back to it. Bunch of Minecraft versions. We can skip over those. Rainbow Six Siege. It's one of those weird games where they changed the requirements for most of those achievements and made them a lot easier, but I just don't really like the game. Lies of Astaroth. It's been a long time since I played this game, but I played a decent amount of it. I don't even remember what this is. It's some sort of card game. Wordament. That one took 56. That's a long completion time. Jigsaw, another one where you have to play for a year, and I was going for it, but I guess I stopped. Nintendo Switch Minecraft. It's weird that they added this. That one has a couple achievements that I definitely did, but did not work. Bloons TD5. One of the grindiest games to exist on Xbox, I swear. Well, that's definitely an exaggeration, but all these activate all upgrades, you have to play so much of the game and replay so much of the game to get. Insane Trilogy. I am, I guess, pretty much exactly halfway. I have played all 3 games. I played a good amount of the 3 games, but the rest of the achievements are hard. Advanced Warfare on the 1 is the same as the 360. I just don't have the 2 Exo Survival. Well, I might have the Play 50. Flip a map twice. Play 50 matches. I did do that. I'm just missing the bonus wave 1, and then I do have some DLC achievements, but I think I just did them because they were easy. Like, played around 7, played around 10. Golf with your friends. I did enjoy this game enough. Jump, step, step. This is a game that has a very low ratio, but without a guide, I would never have done it. I got to like 300 Gamerscore and just quit because I didn't want to use a guide, but I needed to. Forza Horizon 4, missing 1 achievement, and I'm sure if you played the game, you can probably guess it is Eliminator related. We'll get there. Win a game without acquiring any car drops. Yeah, that... I am so frustrated because I almost had this. I was in a game. I was in... Man, I can't... It's been so long. I was in the starting car. I raced a guy and stayed in the start... No. What did I do? There was an achievement for survive till the final showdown. I won a game in a level 1 car, but the thing is I picked up a car and then beat someone and went back to a level 1 car. So, yeah. Totally reliable delivery service. This is kind of a human fall flat style game, but you deliver packages. I had a pretty good time with it. Paladins and Overwatch / Smite ripoff, but honestly, it was pretty good. Planet Coaster. I love this game. I'm not creative at all, but I love what they did. I played Roller Coaster Tycoon as a kid, and this is an amazing follow-up. Even though it's not the same people, I don't think. No. Yu-Gi-Oh! There is some Yu-Gi-Oh! Games here. This is the newest one. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! But I am not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. I make an Exodia deck, and that is the easiest way to get through the game and win. I love the idea. I'm just not a good person for strategy in that game. Maneater, I never got into it. I do own the DLC, so I'd like to get back to it. Horizon 3, I do have 100%ed. Pit People. This is a game made by the same people as Castle Crashers and Battle Block Theater, which we'll get to eventually. It's a turn-based strategy game. And normally that's not my thing, but they had multiplayer, and I played a good amount of this with my friend and had a good time. Clicker Heroes, a free game that I got absolutely addicted to for a while. That's a lot of idle time. I'll be fair. It's a 2.9, but I'd say it's a pretty solid clicker game. The last achievement though is reach zone 3600. I want to say I only got to like 1200. Gat Out of Hell, pretty easy, 100%. Saints Row 4 on the 360. What am I missing on that? Complete all challenges, yeah. Saints Row on the Xbox One. That one is 100%ed because I went for the challenges first. Kickbeat, a fighting music game. That one I don't remember much of. Glass Masquerade, I talked about the second game before. This one I had a much better time at because it wasn't as difficult and long. Just Cause 3, great follow-up to Just Cause 2. The story I could not care less about. The DLC was kind of lame because of that, but it was a really fun game, and I played about 80 hours of it. Minesweeper, I barely know how to play Minesweeper. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, I bought this game almost day one, even though I never played the original. I just heard great things, and it was alright. I didn't play much of it, as you can tell. This game is awful. That's all I can say. Horse Racing 2016, another awful game, but I played an hour of it. From what I remember, I played the trial, I got most of the achievements, and then these last 4, I waited till this game was on sale and bought it and got the last 4. Skate 3, great game, not good at it. Civ 4, I don't know how to play these games whatsoever. Threes, another weird Gamerscore game. It's basically a phone game, and I'm not good at it. Halo 5, the only Halo game I had. Well, I'm more than halfway through Infinite, but I'm only like the second level into Halo 5. A couple easy 100%. Iron Brigade, better game than expected. I played this with a couple friends. It's like tower defense, third-person shooter, and it's a cool idea. Grand Tour game. That's an interesting one. I love the show. I love Top Gear. When this was released, I was honestly kind of hyped. It was a cool idea. You played the game through the episodes. There's a lot of grinding, like winning 50 times with each person. That was annoying. Everything else was kind of fun though. Letter Quest. I did play through most of this without cheating, but then I eventually used a word unscrambler, and that made the game a piece of cake. Kind of upset I did that, but I would not have 100%ed it otherwise. Trivial Pursuit Live again. That's the first one. Another Insult Simulator. Again, awful game. It's so bad. Forza 3, Midnight Club, Island Saver. This was a free game, and honestly, I really liked what I played of it. It's basically just a game teaching you to recycle, and it's really good. And I want the DLC, but I don't want to pay for it. If it ever goes on sale, I'm absolutely getting the DLC for it, but otherwise I'm not. Tracks. This is the worst game I've ever played. You ever play those like race tracks where you just have to hold the button or hold the trigger like far enough in where your car goes fast but not falls off the track? That is that game. and it's not fun. Van Halen, this Guitar Hero Van Halen, this is the furthest from 100%ing Guitar Hero game I have, because the achievements are ridiculous. Complete the career on Expert Plus on drums. Well, first of all, you need 2 foot pedals, which I do have, but some of the songs are really, really hard. This ratio is deceiving because I have higher ratio Guitar Hero achievements, but this one is crazy hard. Like, Eruption and one of the other ones are really, really hard to 5-star. 5-star everything on vocals, drums, and guitar. Yep. Guitar Hero 5, one of the easier 100%s. There's just some multiplayer stuff, but it's one of the worst Guitar Heroes by far. Borderlands 2 on Xbox One, 100% of that. I'm kind of glad they added a DLC before Borderlands 3, and it's kind of cool they did that. Rock Band 2, only important thing to add here is the Bladder of Steel with Expert. I did that in May 2020. That was a fun time. White Noise. This is one of the few games that I played of this genre where one person's a monster, the other people are kind of surviving. I had a good time with it. It was kind of a random game. I know not a ton of people played it, but yeah, I had a good time. Band Hero, again, one of the worst games in the series. It's just a bunch of pop songs. Guitar Hero World Tour, missing 2 achievements. One is singing, and yep, beat it, singing, and then 1,000,000 lifetime earnings. That is a crazy number because I'm nowhere even remotely close to that. Sudoku, Astroneer, I've 320 Gamerscore. I was carried to that point. My friend knows how to play that game more than me. Titanfall 1, I did play a reasonable amount of that, but I'm not a big fan. Another Windows Telltale game where I only have the first episode. Doom, people really like this, and the campaign didn't hook me. I played a little bit of it, and I did play a decent amount of multiplayer. I will say that. There's most of this 19 hours, probably like 15, maybe 17 hours of this is multiplayer, because I was going for these achievements here, and I had a good time doing that. I'll eventually get back to it, though. Okay, we are on page 19 of, I want to say, 31 or 32. Okay, Prey. I don't have much to say about this game. I didn't like it. I only played the... I played a decent amount in 2020. Okay, I played most of it in 2013, and I think I had to get to this achievement specifically for a random achievement challenge or something. Bendy and the Ink Machine. I really, really, really wanted to like this game, and I had an okay time at it, but there was some glitches that happened. I want to say there was like 2 achievements here where I just didn't get it for whatever reason when I should have. It's also a very boring game, but I really like the atmosphere otherwise. Blur, a really cool vehicle combat Mario Kart-esque game. I did like what I played of that. Corgan, this is a free game that is pretty easy to 100%, honestly. It took me less than 2 hours, and it wasn't awful. Infinite Warfare, one of the worst Call of Duties. I mean, the campaign was okay. The multiplayer... where are we? win 5 online matches of multiplayer. You know what? I won 15 in a row and still didn't get this. There was one day where I'm like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to make sure to win 5 in a row. I'm going to win like 10 in a row. I won 15 in a row and still didn't get it. Planet of the Eyes, awful game. WMD, Worms. It's, again, another Worms. Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. This is a kind of cool co-op. Used to be only local. I think they have online now. It still says just local, but I'm pretty sure there's online in this game. It's an interesting. You have to go through your different parts of the ship and control it, and yeah. Battlefield 5, didn't play much of this. Woodle Tree Adventure is kind of bad. Beyond Eyes, kind of interesting concept. It's been a long time since I played that one. Well, it's been a long time since I played most of these, but this one you basically play as a blind person. And I don't know why that's 12 hours. It definitely is only around the 1 to 2 hour mark. Drawful 2, I'm only missing one achievement. It's for playing 50 games because it's glitched, and you basically have to do that all in one sitting, and that is crazy. Super Hot, I wasn't a big fan of it, honestly. I think I did beat it, though. If it would load. Yeah, I did beat it. Quiplash, 100% easy. Goat Simulator, the Xbox One version, I have 100%ed with all the DLC. Kind of proud of that. Flappy Goat was annoying, but I think it only took about half an hour. Minecraft Xbox One Edition, only missing 2 achievements on that. Where it's probably the last DLC, yeah. I don't know. I got most of those achievements in the tutorial world. Left 4 Dead 2. Telltale, another Windows game where I only played the first episode. Frozen Freefall, a free game that's probably... Oh, it does still exist. Yeah, just a Bejeweled clone. It's not very good. That's the 360 version. Rock Band Blitz. This is a cool idea, but it is unplayable now. It only says some of the achievements are discontinued, but I'm not able to open the game anymore, which is annoying, because I could still get this play at least 300 unique songs, but it's not letting me. Goat Simulator on the 360 and Windows, just have the main game 100%ed. I don't have any of the DLC. Forza Street was a game that I played on iOS, and it wasn't very good. Elite Dangerous, probably the most complicated game of all time. That's all I have to say. Battlefield 1, I haven't played... I played the first mission on campaign. The rest is all multiplayer, which was alright. I personally like Battlefield 4 better. I don't even remember what this game used to be called. Cuisine Royale. Yeah, I played a single game of that. Friday the 13th. Barely played that. DC Universe Online, I only have played these when they gave the free stuff to give you the achievements basically way earlier than normal. Halo 5 Forge, Touchdown Hero, another game that I try to play, but it does not work anymore on my computer. I wanted to play that one for the football genre, but it wouldn't let me. So this is a funny story. Defunct here. There is an achievement called Floor is Lava. I bought this game specifically for that achievement because... We're on page 20. I noticed one day that I had a lot of achievements with the words floor is lava in it. So I wanted to get most of them. This obviously isn't every single one. There's probably like 10 more, maybe 15 more, but I do have a good amount of them. I bought this Twin Robots game for the same thing, but most of them just happen to exist. But yeah, no, a couple of them I went for specifically, like this one. The Swindle, I only have this because you have to play it on Christmas Eve. Played a couple Windows games around that time. Crypt of the Serpent King, absolutely awful game. Yeah, this is one of the lower rated ones. They made a remastered version for some reason, obviously just for the achievement hunters. It's not even that easy to 100% like it. Okay, it's not 11 hours. Well, it might have been. Why did I play this game that long? Oh man. It's not good at all. Tracks Train Set Game, pretty good game. I think this was on Game Pass at one point, and it's you just make a train set and collect people that are around the map. World War Z, I thought this would be a Left 4 Dead like game, but it wasn't as good. Snake Pass, interesting concept for a game where you play as a snake and the controls are just weird, and that's kind of the whole point. It's alright for what it is. Ultimate Word Games. This is another game that doesn't work anymore for me, or else I would have continued it. Maze. This is a easy completion game that I only got the first achievement in for some reason. I will go to it eventually. Cuphead. I'm just bad at the game, as a lot of people are. And, I mean, I like it, and I might go back to it. Amnesia. It's funny that this is the only achievement I have is quit the game as it starts. Yeah. Battle Block Theater. Of the behemoth games that exist, I want to say this is my favorite one. Alien Hominid, I played the original on 360, but never got any achievements on it. But Battle Block Theater is a really fun platformer. Yeah, I guess that's basically just what it is. There's a multiplayer mode that's kind of, well, it's like Smash Bros. Kind of, but like you just have like a single power. And I had a lot more fun on that than I was expecting. ACA Neo Geo, I think this was the only one that was on Game Pass at any point, and it's one of the harder ones too. I played it because I assumed it'd be easy to 100%, but it wasn't really. There's Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. This is a really cool game where you print out the instructions and have people explain to you how to defuse the bomb. There's a couple VR games here, like Form. I do have the Windows Mixed Reality headset, and I bought probably 60% of the games that released that had achievements. I've only played 13 minutes. I want to say this one gave me really bad motion sickness for some reason. Resident Evil 7, I don't know. I played through Layers of Fear, and then I wanted to play another horror game, so I started this, but didn't get into it. Payday 2... Kingdom for Keflings. This and World of Keflings were a pretty awesome little arcade game. The only achievements I'm missing involve playing other people's worlds. The Walking Dead final season. This game had a couple of glitched achievements, and I'm glad they did finish it. I mean, it wasn't the best ending to the game, but the first game, you can't pass the first game no matter what. Marble Blast Ultra, a Monkey Ball kind of style game, but just not as good. Crisis, I like this game quite a bit. back back when I played it, which was a long time ago, 2014, I had a really good time. Played, well, 100%ed it. Apex Legends, I'm not a Battle Royale person at all. Use your words. This is a game kind of like Jackbox, but only like one style of game, and it's not that good, and there's a really, really grindy achievement in it. Play 1,999 mini games. That's insane. You play like 5 in a game. Game of Thrones. This is one of the Telltale games that I never completed. I didn't even finish the chapter I'm on. I just that's not my genre. Mega Man X Legacy Collection. I played most of the way through Mega Man X, and I loved my time with it. Honestly, like when it comes to retro games, like SNES is before my time, but this game was great. I'd like to complete it. It was just difficult. Ben-Hur, this game was so awful. So bad. 1.3. Oh my god. I hated this so much. But it was a somewhat easy 100%. Farming Simulator 15. I'm surprised I even got most of this. Forza Horizon. I didn't really like the first game. The second one's where it got me. Just Cause 4, I did not like as much as the second or third game. I feel like I played less than an hour of this, or an hour and a half. I don't know. I bought it day one and did not like it for some reason. Scribblenauts Showdown. It's not Scribblenauts. I don't know why it has the name. It's just mini games basically, and it's not good. Walking Dead 3, A New Frontier. It's just another Walking Dead game. It's probably the worst of the 4. Guitar Hero Live. This is 100%ed. I did kind of get into it by the end, and I was okay at the game, but strumming a million times was ridiculous. Millennium Duels, another Yu-Gi-Oh game. I'm not sure why this is above the other one. Anyways, I think it's just multiplayer. No, expert mode. It's just playing through the game again a second time. It's not hard. It just will take a while to get that one achievement. Especially with an Exodia deck, it's just you just go through it easily. What the Box? This is a fun game I play with my friend. It's just you play as boxes and try and kill each other when there's boxes all over the place. It's interesting. Forza Horizon 2 prevents Fast and the Furious. That was a cool standalone DLC. I liked my time with it. I have both versions 100%ed. Both pretty easy. Call of Duty Ghosts on Xbox One, pretty much the same as 360. I Expect You to Die. This is another mixed reality VR game. I didn't play much of it because it is difficult and I don't want to use a guide, but I honestly do really want to play that one again and try it again. Far Cry 4, the only Far Cry I've 100%ed, and I had a pretty good time with it up until the ending where I had to get all the skills. That was kind of a grind, but it wasn't too bad. Manual Samuel. I played this one co-op, and it was kind of fun. It's only $1 right now. I'd definitely say it's worth $1. Batman: The Enemy Within. This and the first game are one of my favorite Telltale games. Walking Dead, I mean the first one, is better than this by far, but the series of the two is better than the whole series of Walking Dead, I'd say. And there's season 2 right there. Battle Ages. this is a free game that I played an ungodly amount of hours. It's just another phone game where you build up your town and attack other towns, and it's not good. This 250 defensive victories, you just have to log into the game every couple days, basically, and I'm not into it anymore. Track Pack 2, that's an easy one, 100%. Super Hot VR. The best VR game that I've played so far, but glitchy beyond... yeah, it's just so glitchy. There is this one, complete the game in one sitting. That one I absolutely did and got the achievement in-game. Didn't unlock normally. Dodge 4 bullets at the same time. Same thing. I unlocked it in-game, but did not unlock outside the game here. And there's no way to reset it. I've tried multiple times for both. Empty a handgun clip and kill enemies with every bullet. Did that one. That's just unobtainable. That one I unlocked in-game as well. And the rest are challenges that, like, 1 or 2 people have done. This is one of the games where I was the first to unlock an achievement by a few months, yeah. One of my weird, proud moments, even though there's only 6 people that have it. And only 229 that played the game. Another first episode Telltale game. Defense Grid 2 was pretty good. Again, it's a tower defense game, not unlike Bloons Tower Defense, but it's honestly decent. Floor Plan. This is another VR game that is just a kind of a point-and-click kind of game, but in VR. I don't know how to explain that, but how are these partly discontinued? That's interesting. I do have it 100%ed, though. Luna, that's another VR game, but they discontinued achievements for some reason. So I can't 100% that. Arizona, yeah, we're just going through all the VR games now. Arizona Sunshine, I know that has some unobtainables, yep, but I only played it 44 minutes, but it's a zombie killing game in VR. It's pretty cool. Space Pirate Trainer, I quite enjoyed this one as well. For the 35 minutes I played, I feel like I played more than that. Fantastic Contraption, I didn't play much of that. 11 minutes, yeah. Refunct here is one of my favorite games of all time, honestly. It's such a simple game. It's just a platformer, and it only takes, like, on average, 10 minutes to beat. But there's an achievement for beating it in 4 minutes, and doing that got me into speedrunning. And I'm not, like, crazy good at this game, but my time is 2:56, which I don't know where that stands anymore, but that was, like, 4 or 5 years ago that I got that. And honestly, it's just a great game. It feels so nice for only $4. Just the platforming just feels great. Stunt Kite Masters and Pinball Effects 2 VR, both just VR games that I got just because I had the VR headset now and wanted achievements. You fly a kite and you do pinball, and I don't know why this is even a game. Its price was kind of ridiculous. Like, it's DLC. I want to say it cost like $25 for the DLC. At least it did back then, I want to say. Borderlands pre-sequel, 100%ed. Lego Marvel Superheroes on Xbox One, 100%ed. AC/DC Live. Only missing the 100% as an expert vocalist. Forza Horizon 2 is a lot grindier than the other games, I'd say. Jetpack Joyride, I'm missing 1 achievement, and it's not going to happen because I've lost my progress. Fly over 5 kilometers. Texas Hold'em, has a pretty crazy achievement where it asks you to get one of every type of hand. So getting a royal flush, that's just insane that it asks you to get that, even though that's like a crazy low chance. Battle Islands is like Battle Ages, but personally, I don't think it's as good. It's been a long time since I've played it, but yeah, this last achievement, no way I'm getting. Batman Telltale, again, great game. Family Guy, Back to the Multiverse. It's. I do want to get back into it. It's gonna be. They did SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Interesting. Okay. Cluster Truck. This game, man, this game is. There's an achievement for not using any of the movement or utility abilities. And going for that makes the rest of the game so frustrating. And I'm stuck on a laser level, and it's been a long time, and it's never gonna happen. Peggle 2, great almost launch game. Follow up to Peggle 1, obviously, and I quite enjoyed it. There's some challenges in there that are very hard, and I probably won't ever go back to it. Dead Rising 3, almost 100%ed the main game. Just missing those two. Did the first DLC, and I own the rest of the DLCs. I just haven't played them other than this arcade remix Hyper Edition EX. I remember that not being very good, though. Enter the Gungeon, Binding of Isaac kind of game, but faster paced. And I say this a lot, but it's hard. Banjo-Tooie, I want to say I just got that achievement for Rare Replay, just the one. Geometry Wars 3, that was I guess that came out a year after Xbox One. I liked the second game. The third one was alright. Crisis 2, I started it, didn't get very far, obviously. Rare Replay, again, just got a couple achievements in this. Action Hank, that one was kind of cool. I did get this one, which is a kind of proud achievement. The further along this game goes, I know not many people are playing it now, but this is going to be harder to get as time goes on. Beat 99% of players on a level. Legacy of a Duelist. There's the somewhat newer Yu-Gi-Oh game. 100% of that one again. Again, just used an Exodia deck the whole time, but I still had fun. I still like the idea of Yu-Gi-Oh! I still like seeing how decks can be made. I just don't put in the time or effort. Lego Movie and Lego Batman, both 100%ed. Rock Band 4, 100%ed. I'm so glad that game came out. Rock Band 3 was great, and I'm just glad they continued it. Track and Field. Honestly, I'm surprised how much I like this game. I know this is just based on like an arcade machine, which came out very, very early on, but I played this game more than I expected, even after I 100%ed it. Yeah, it's just a button masher or a stick masher, and it's fun. Back to the Future on 360, 100, or no, I just did the first episode. Walking Dead. Jackbox 2, I just have the, what is it? Bomb Core achievements, just beating it. Guitar Hero Aerosmith. I'm not a big fan of Aerosmith in general, but I just have the co-op achievements left on it, I want to say. And purchase all the guitars. Outlast, another horror game I just wasn't a big fan of. Skyrim on Xbox One, 100%ed. How long did I... 122 hours. I do love Skyrim, honestly. It's great. Octodad, that is 100% that took a while and was frustrating. I don't know why I went for it. I wasn't a big fan of the game. Jackbox 1, I just have You Don't Know Jack, complete all the wrong answer of the game. There's like 40 episodes, and you just have to get a certain answer on all 40 episodes, which takes a while, obviously. Fuel is a game known for having the largest map in a game at the time, and that's basically all it has. I had more fun on this than people. Like, people say this game sucks, but it's honestly not that bad otherwise. Monopoly Deal in Streets, 100%ed. Overcooked 100%ed. Minecraft Story Mode Season 1, 100%ed. Michonne, 100%ed. NBA 2K17 The Prelude. This is the most I've played of a sports game. It took less than 2 hours, though, at least. Trials of the Blood Dragon. I love Trials, but this game was a weird choice, and I did not like it at all. Like, they added just regular platforming into the Trials formula, and it was a weird game. Night Squad. It's been a long time since I played this game, 2016, but I remember it being way better than I expected, and I had a really fun time playing multiplayer with it. Shovel Knight, I didn't get into it, probably because it's too difficult, because I'm bad at games. Trials Fusion, my favorite Trials game. I do have most of the achievements. What am I missing? Every track challenge, obviously. There was an exploit for that, which I did not want to do. 3 challenges in Stratosphere in a single run and less than 15 faults. That is very difficult. I don't even think I tried that one. I just know it's very difficult. Reach the 5th circle in the Circles of Hell. I did try that. That is incredibly difficult. Reach the 40th side on the cube on Cubicle Space. That one is the one I've tried the most of what I have left. I probably spent an hour or 2 going for that, and I think the highest I got was 30. It's not fun just redoing the same thing over and over and over again. Beat all the Red Links times on Red Links versus All Stars. I'm probably not going to try that either, because that's probably getting like platinums on like 10 tracks or something, and that's not happening. Elder Scrolls Online. I liked Skyrim so much, I thought I'd like this. I do not. Super Meat Boy. I want to say I made it through like half the game. Thomas Was Alone, 100%ed. Another Monopoly Plus, 100%ed. Portal 2, 100%ed. Great game. It's been a long time since I played that. Numa Breath of Life. This is another game that stuck with me for some reason. I played it in 2015 and have pretty fond memories. 15 hours, I don't know why that's a thing. I feel like it was only about 3 hours. I played this game. I raced my friend playing that game. We just found a game that was somewhat easy or fast to complete, and we just both did it, and I think he won, but not by much. Plants vs. Zombies. Survive 40 waves. Appear zombie ferocity. That is not going to happen. Some Pac-Man Championship Edition. Those are easy to 100%. We're getting to the early Xbox One here. More Horizon 2, Fast and the Furious. Fibbage, easy 100%. You just have to go through every question, I think. Yeah, which isn't too much for being the first Jackbox game released. Battlefield 4, I played through the whole original game, 100%ed, and most of the DLC, just missing some of the last ones. Motocross Madness, this is another game that I enjoyed more than I expected. It's mostly for the open world collectible part. I like that. Voice Commander is a game you play with your Kinect. You speak to it, and it wasn't good. Feeding Frenzy 2, I'm missing one achievement for completing Time Attack, which is just playing through the game again, but faster, I think. Garden Warfare, missing 5 achievements. One in the main game for Expert, or Crazy Difficulty. I've tried that a few times. It is very hard. And then some of the title update here, which honestly, a couple of these wouldn't be too hard, but I feel like no one's playing that game anymore, so it's not going to happen. World of Keflings, I kind of talked about that before. Voice Studio is just, you talk a bunch. It tells you what to say. I think it was just to develop the Kinect some more. BioShock 2, I played through that. I enjoyed the first game quite a bit better, though. Portal 1, 100%ed. Dark Souls, all the way down here. It's been a long time since I've tried any of those games. This is the only one I've tried, I think. Lego Batman 2, I think this was my first 100%ed Lego game and one of my favorites, honestly. It was like perfect amount of open world and shorter-ish levels. Intel Discovered, this one I played quite a bit of. It's a Kinect game where you play through the movies, but this one I tried so many times and never got. Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. Decade Duels Plus, I think this is the first one. And yeah, you have to play a bunch of tag duels, which is weird. A couple Windows 100%, Shark Dash, Glacier Blast. These are very old games. BioShock 1. Bulletstorm. Again, I really liked it at the time, but the remake, I don't know, I'm just not into it. Angry Birds Star Wars. I remember this one being a very big grind for launching 5,000 birds, because I got the rest of the achievements like 6 months before. Ultimate Mayhem, that's a 3D Worms, and I did not like that. Harm's Way, one of the first easy 100%s. I want to say it's my first 100% ever. Probably. Yeah, I got everything. Oh, 2011. Karaoke, I kind of wish I played a little bit more of this before it went offline, because that's music achievements that are now gone. Cut the Rope and Fruit Ninja on Windows, 100%ed. Game Room, that was a cool idea while it lasted. I kind of honestly think something like this should come back. Like, that would be cool if they just, you make your own game room, you buy DLC for the games you want. And yeah, that's it. That's all of them. I guess Kinect Sports was the earliest achievement I got, or the earliest game that I haven't played in a while. So yeah, that is all my gamer score, going from 600,000. Yeah, these are the series I'm currently working on here. I own 2,516 games and have played just under 1,000. And yeah, okay. Thanks for watching.